In this video, in this sequence, we will be working with side plank and opening our side body, lengthening, releasing some energy. We are going to start the class in child's pose, so bring yourself down. Come onto hands and knees. You can bring your knees wide or together. Your hands can come out in front of you or come under your head to support it. Just take a moment here before we start moving to notice the earth beneath you. Notice the shape of your body. And notice your breath. Allow your breath to become slow. With each inhale, deepen the breath in every direction. And with every exhale, try to empty as much as you can. We will try to keep this slow, rhythmic breath throughout the class. And we will keep watching our bodies. I'm going to guide you. This is a challenging flow, so it's even more important that you keep watching your body. If anything doesn't feel right or causes you pain, you have complete freedom to back off and modify, to rest whenever you want to. Once you begin to listen to your body above outside instruction, above what I'm saying, you're finding a kind of higher practice. Once you start to learn how to do this, you can practice all the way to your edge, finding maximum growth without any stress, without any damage. So from here, let's reach the hands forward. Take a big breath in like you're trying to fill up the sides of your body. And as you breathe out, just walk yourself over towards the right. You can send your left hip backwards. We're trying to keep it down and pointing in the opposite direction to the fingers. And if you like, you can take the left hand over the right. Let your head come down and take 2 to 3 deep breaths. With your next breath in, walk yourself all the way back through the center and go over to the other side. You can cross your hands here. It doesn't matter exactly how your poses look, we're going for feelings. So find length in the right side. Breathe here. Next breath in brings you back to the center. And claw the mat, bring yourself up onto your hands and knees. So bring your knees underneath your hips, your hands under your shoulders. We're going to take a moment just to stretch our wrists. You can turn the fingers all the way around until they point back towards your knees. Keep your elbows a little bit bent and see if you can bend them a little bit more. Go into a place where you feel some sensation and just breathing into it. From here, bring your hands all the way back around. Flip your palms one at a time. Coming onto the back of your hands so the fingers point back towards you. You can start to lean back a little bit here, only if that feels spacious, no pain. Bring yourself back forward, keep breathing. Flip your other hand and rock your hips back. From here, bring both hands down, bring yourself into a neutral table. And we'll take a couple of cat-cows to awaken our spine. As you breathe in, bend your elbows, lift the crown of the head up, lift your tailbone up, and try to relax your torso down towards the floor. As you breathe out, round your spine, chin to chest, slow motion, curl yourself into a tight little ball. As you breathe in, grip the mat with your fingers, pull your heart forward, lift the crown of your head, lift your bum. Take a few more breaths at your own pace. You're using the shape of your body to push the breath out. And then as you breathe in, relaxing, you are allowing even more breath to enter and fill that space. So the next time you breathe out, come back to the center. Kind of the same but a little different. We're going to go side to side. So as you breathe in, begin to look towards your right, looking towards your right hip. But it's almost like you're trying to touch your shoulder to your hip as the left side of your body gets really long. As you breathe out, come all the way through the center with control. And as you breathe in, look over to the other side. Move side to side for a couple of breaths. Breathing like you're trying to bring even more space in between your ribs. Bring back to your center, looking down. If you want to, you can drop your hips back for a moment, just air out your wrists. Before coming back into your tabletop, tuck your toes here, look down between your hands. With all of this work, it's going to be important that we don't lock the elbows, so keep them a little bit bent. And try and keep your shoulders moving away from your ears. We'll take one more inhale. And as we breathe out, option for down dog, or you can stay in tabletop. Bend your knees here, rock yourself side to side. You can pedal out your legs. It's more important here that we have length in the spine than the legs being straight. So you can bend your knees as much as you like. If you like here, you can bring the feet towards each other, toes together, and just begin to rock your hips side to side. As you're breathing and moving, try to breathe into space. So when you rock over to the side, try to breathe into the long side of your body. And these movements can be as big or as small as you like. So from here, let's rock to the left. I'm going to give you the option to stay here for a moment, charging your hips back. And then go all the way over to the right. Charge your hips back, hold for a moment, keeping the bend in your elbows. And then as you breathe in, bring those knees all the way down. Pull yourself into child's pose and take 3 breaths. Support your head either on the floor with your hands or with any props or pillows you have. Whenever you come down like this, just try to see how much you can feel. The tingling sensations. Tune into everything that's happening right now. Let's bring the hands forward as we breathe in. And as we breathe out, slowly come up to the hands and knees. Starting to move with our breath a little more here, tuck the toes, take another breath in. And as you breathe out, lift your hips high, push the floor away. Next, inhale, look forward. You can move into a plank if you like. We move slowly in our flows. And then, as you exhale, lower your knees down if they aren't already. Bend the elbows in towards your sides and then lower your chest. Knees, chest, chin. As you breathe in, untuck your toes. You can slide or worm yourself all the way into a little cobra pose. Few things to mention: press the tops of your feet down for support. Try and draw your elbows back. Chin is lifting. And we're trying to take the pressure out of the hands. You can pick the hands up here if you like. One breath in. And then as you breathe out, push yourself or climb all the way back through to Balasana, Child's Pose. Inhale forward, hands and knees. So this time we're going to play with a little side plank pose. First option here that you can use throughout the class when we move into different options. So to begin with, we're going to move the right hand forward a little bit so it's no longer under the shoulder. I'll talk about this arm just a little because we will use this arm again. In our side planks, we don't want to stack the shoulder over the hand. We want it to be behind it and the elbow a little bent. This is going to help protect our shoulder and also build lots of strength in your arm. You're not just relying on your bones stacking. So the hand is forward of the shoulder. You're going to bring the left foot all the way to the back of the mat and then lower the left heel. So your left toes are pointing out to the left side and the heel is pointing to the right. Already you're starting to roll onto your side. This right leg can stay where it is, or you can tuck the toes and bring them out off the mat, and the leg acts like a little kickstand. Take a breath in, reach the left arm up if that feels good. And as you exhale, keeping the shoulder plugged in, maybe reach the arm over your head. Stay here for one breath in, finding length. And as you breathe out, look down, bring everything back into the center. And just wave back to your child's pose for a moment. Take a single breath in, a single breath out. And as you breathe in now, slowly bring yourself up to your hands and knees. We'll go for the other side straight away. So bring the left hand forward. The right toes go all the way down to the bottom of the mat. Heel spins down like in a warrior pose. Choose where to place your left toes. And remember to keep a little bend in the elbow. Action of trying to get the shoulder blade onto your back. You can keep the fingertips down, lengthening here, or lift the arm up. Press down through both feet and your hand equally. And maybe reach your right arm over your ear. One breath in. As you breathe out, pour everything down into the center. All the way into a child's pose. And again, take 3 breaths. Whenever we come to rest, even if it is for a couple of breaths, see how much you can let go. Allowing yourself just to be held. With your next breath in, reach your hands forward and slowly up to your tabletop. You're going to work through our flow. Remember, you're listening to your body and you're moving at your own pace. We always move a little slowly in these classes. With your next breath in, tuck the toes and look down. And as you breathe out, push the floor away. Guide your hips back. Look back towards your feet, finding your downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Now keeping those knees bent, you're going to rock the hips once again over towards the left. You can bring the feet a little closer together. I'm going to give you the option here for a side plank variation. We keep both feet down on the floor, both knees already bent. Maybe the right heel lifts. You can stay like this, lengthening through your right side, maybe coming up onto right fingertips. If you would rather take a traditional plank, we straighten the legs completely. Knife edge comes to the floor and both feet stack. Again, you can keep the right fingertips down if you like and take one big breath in. As you breathe out, bring yourself all the way back, 3 downward facing dogs. And then rock over to the other side once again. So you can choose your plank variation, either the traditional stacked plank, still keeping the hand a little bit forward of the shoulder. You can bring the feet down if you like and bend the knees so that the front of your body starts to turn up a little bit. Place your arm where it feels comfortable and take one breath in. And as you breathe out, come back to your downward facing dog. So this time, let's pick up the right foot, bend both knees, squeeze the foot, the heel in towards your bum. And with your next breath out, look forward and bring that knee in towards your heart. Step that foot all the way through. If it doesn't go all the way, pick it up and place it between the hands, doesn't matter. And when you get there, spin the back heel down, right fingertips to the floor. Inhale to lift your left arm up. If this is a little much, we can always bring the hand up onto the thigh. Your arm can stay here or reach over your head. Press down strongly through your left foot. Reaching through your left fingertips for one breath in. As you breathe out, look down. Bring both hands down and lift the back heel. So we're going to find a twist, lifting the right arm up. Again, you can use your front leg, your thigh for support here. You can even lower your back knee. One more inhale, reaching the hands away from each other. As we exhale now, look down. Come onto your left hand and begin to scooch this right foot towards the middle of the mat. Turn all of your toes towards the right side and see if you can bring the outside of your hip to the floor. If this leg is a little too much, you can stack it. Otherwise, keeping your left elbow bent, relax the shoulder up towards your ear. And just let your right arm relax. Keeping your left leg active, try to get some length through the left side of your body. The shoulder can move up towards your ear. One big breath in here. So as we breathe out, look down. You can start to move your right hand over your head, push down through your hand and your feet and maybe lift up your hips. Arc and find length in the right side of your body. One big breath in. So as we breathe out now, option here to step the right foot back to a plank pose. So you can bring the hand down first if you like. You can keep the hand up and you can take any variation. So if you want to drop this knee at this point and step back, you can do. Sliding, lifting, however we get there. Take one breath in. And then as you exhale, bend your knees and lower your bum down. We're going to bring the left thigh parallel to the top of the mat. Shin lines up with the long side. And then bring your right thigh to touch your left foot. So you have this like wheel spoke thing starting to happen. Right hand to right ankle or anywhere along the leg. And as you breathe in, lift your left hand up. Stay for the exhale, you're reaching towards the right foot, lengthening through the left side of your body. One more inhale. As you breathe out, bring yourself upright. Pick up this right foot and take it all the way across, crossing the legs over. So this is cow face pose legs. We are guiding the knees towards being stacked up. They might not ever get there. It doesn't matter. We want both hip bones, hip points in the floor, and your feet are both flexed. As you breathe in, lengthen your spine. As you breathe out, option here to crawl forward. You can rest your torso onto your legs, and you can let your spine round, lengthening through the outside hips, finding your edge and never pushing past it. One more inhale here. So as we breathe out, bring yourself up. Pick up your right foot, send it all the way to the end of the mat. We're going to move into a little side plank. So bring your left hand down. You can scooch the left knee underneath you. Right foot down to the bottom of the mat and the foot is planted. Inhale to reach your hand up. As you exhale, you have the option here to step back to a plank. Whichever variation you like, and take another breath in. As you breathe out, bring the right hand down. Roll yourself all the way through center. Push the floor away. Take a cleansing breath in your downward facing dog. In through the nose. Out through the mouth. So from here, looking forward a little, let's begin to pick the left foot up, bend the knee, squeeze that heel in towards your bum. As you breathe out, we're looking forward. You can round your spine a bit here to get space for your leg and squeeze the leg in towards your heart. Step the left foot down as far as it will go and then guide it between your hands. Right heel to the floor. Left fingertips down or left arm to thigh. Breathe in, lift your right arm up. As you breathe out, option to find some length, reaching the fingers over towards the top of the mat. Steady for one more inhale. Strong legs. As you exhale, look down, both hands to the ground here. Lift your back heel and lift your left fingertips up towards the sky. Strong legs, relaxed face. One more big breath in. So from here, bring your right hand down, bend that elbow, and start to scooch. So you're moving your left foot towards the middle of the mat and lowering your right hip down. You can relax your left arm into any position and shrug your right shoulder up towards your ear to get extra length. Stay for a breath or two, noticing length, opening, or anything else that you can feel. Take one more big breath in. As you breathe out, push down into the floor with your feet in your hand. Lift the hips up and arc through your body, lengthening through your left side. So from here, option to move into your side plank, sliding the left foot back to meet the right. Traditional or with both feet planted. And then from here, bend your knees and lower your hips to the floor. So right thigh is lining up with the short side of the mat. Right shin with the long side. Bring your left thigh up into your right foot and bend the knee. And then try and bring both hips onto the floor. Hold on to your left foot, and as you breathe in, reach your right hand up. from here, bring both hands down, pick your left foot up, let's bring it all the way around. Try to stack your legs here, sending the knees towards each other. Take a breath in, try and get both hips into the floor and lengthen your spine. And then as you breathe out, bring yourself forward. You can round here and just relax over your legs. You're breathing into any sensations that you can feel, and we're not trying to label them or worry about them. View everything with a soft focus. One more inhale here. So as we breathe out, let's plant the right hand down and send that left foot all the way to the back of the mat. Let's scooch the right leg underneath it. And you can set up in this supported side plank. Bent elbow, strong in your back foot and your right hand. If you like, you can step the right foot back to meet the left. Take whichever variation of side plank that you would like. And then as you breathe out, bring yourself all the way back, downward facing dog. And then lower down your knees. And take 3 breaths either in child's pose, or you can sit back on your heels and rest your hands onto your backs. So moving through for the last part of our sequence. As always, you're listening to your body. And we're trying to move slowly, there's no rush to get anywhere. As you breathe in, reach your hands forward, tabletop pose. As you breathe out, tuck the toes, lift the hips. Find your downward facing dog. So we're rocking the hips over towards the left. If you want to bring your feet closer together, you can. And you can plant both feet down into the floor, especially your left foot if possible. If you're taking traditional plank, charge through the side of your left foot. You can come up onto your right fingertips here. I'm going to practice just something to play with. Picking up the right foot and drawing the knee in towards your chest. So push with your left foot, pull in with your right knee. If this feels okay, maybe you might want to pick up your right hand. Maybe it just comes up for a moment. Building this will take time with practice. It will come. From here, we're going to step this right foot up. So you can keep squeezing the leg in towards your chest. You can bring both hands down and then step through. Or if you want to challenge yourself, you can keep the hand up and bring that right foot to the top of the mat. As soon as it lands, let's make warrior legs. Right toes point forward, left toes out to the side with the heel down. Windmill or cartwheel your arms all the way through warrior 2, bending the front knee, and then bring that back hand down and lift your right fingers up. Take an extra breath, pressing through your legs. As you breathe out, look forward and just start to straighten that front leg. You might want to scooch your back foot in a little bit. Left hand to left hip, right fingers forward, reach into Trikonasana triangle pose. If your hands don't come to the floor, you're having to use lots of strength. Take one more big breath in. As we breathe out, we'll bring the right hand down. If you have to bend the knee, that's fine. Let's bring the left hand down and turn just like we did before, so all the toes face the long side of the mat. You can lift your right hand up high and slide the right foot back either to your side plank or drop those toes behind you. We're keeping this arm with the bent elbow, the hand away from the shoulder, and then maybe begin to turn your torso towards the sky. Playing with wild thing pose. No pulling in your shoulder joint. One more big breath in. And as you breathe out, look down, roll yourself back through downward facing dog. And then inhale to lower to both knees. And exhale, drop in for 3 breaths. With your next inhale, let's start to move. Bring yourself forward through table. And as you exhale, press down for your downward facing dog. So as before, you've got the option here to bring your feet closer together and rock the hips over towards the right this time. If you'd rather step through in your own way, that's fine. We're going to bring all of the weight into the right hand and the right foot. And then maybe from here you can come onto left fingertips and squeeze the left knee in towards your chest. Maybe you can lift the left hand up, still squeezing that knee in towards you. And then let's step up in our own way. You can hold onto the foot and take it there. Finding your warrior 2 legs straight away. Back heel down. Use your right hand to lift you all the way through your warrior 2 and into your reversed warrior. Stay for a breath or two. Feel the length in your left side and the strength in your legs. And then from here, reach up and then forward with your left hand. Charge the hips back towards the right hand. Try and keep that length in your sides as you move into your triangle pose. Trikonasana. Stay strong and softly bend your knees. One more big breath in. And as you breathe out, look down. Let's take that little switch. Both hands down to the floor. Plant that right hand and then turn all of your toes to the left. Wiggle, sweep your foot all the way down. You can slide it or step it into your side plank, or you can take it all the way back to your wild thing pose. Remember to keep the shoulder away from the hand, bend the elbow, press down through all of your finger knuckles, and maybe take a breath. As you breathe out, look down towards the floor. Roll yourself all the way back through into down dog. Take a single breath here. Exhale. As you inhale, let's look forward, come up onto the toes. And then exhale, bend the knees and hop or step all the way to the top. Nothing too fancy, just sit your bum down. Get down onto the mat in your own way. So we're going to take a seated posture to help us release some of that effort and tension. We're going to take a seated wide leg forward fold. So I'm going to turn around because I don't have the space. Also to demonstrate. Bring your legs just to an angle that's comfortable, so we're not forcing anything. You're flexing your toes back up towards your face. And if you like, you can bend your knees a little bit here. So to begin with, we're not going to focus on going down. We're just going to bring the fingertips to the floor. Take a big breath in. And then as you breathe out, send your hips back. Try to keep your toes pointing up and start to creep your arms forward. It can help to focus on something in front of you. And try and get towards it. And rather than trying to round, you're trying to hinge at the hips. So when your arms are out as far as they can be, maybe plant the palms down. Keep breathing, stay relaxed. And then from here, if you do start to feel like you could move a little further forward, try to bend your elbows to lower you down. When I first started practicing this pose, it was very uncomfortable. I couldn't even sit in the starting position. But with practice, things change, your body adapts. And we don't get there by forcing it, by straining. We find our edge where there is some sensation, and then you stay there until your body and mind becomes comfortable, relaxes, and maybe opens that door for you so that you can move in a different way. We'll stay here for an extra few breaths, allowing time for the pose to have an effect on the body. When you are ready, crawl your way back up slowly. Use your hands to bring your torso all the way back up to the center. Little side stretch here. Right hand to right leg. Lift your left arm up. Inhale. As you exhale, just begin to lean over towards the right. So you're still keeping this flexion of the feet. The toes are all pointing towards you or trying to. And you are sending your left hip down. So as we lean over, try not to let the left hip lift. One more big breath in. As you breathe out, slowly bring yourself up. Be gentle with your neck. And then let's move to the other side. Inhaling, left hand to left leg, lift your right hand up. And then exhale, just begin to slide towards the left foot. Just like with going forward, let's not pressure ourselves with having to get to any place physically. That gets in the way of learning where we actually are so that we can grow and improve. Finding length through the whole right side of your body. One more pose after this one. But just for now, keep breathing into your right side. And notice that each side will probably have a different range. That's completely normal. Your practice will bring more balance, but you're always going to find that we aren't perfect. Your next breath in, slowly come up. You can look down at the floor, slide your way all the way back up onto your bum. Bring both your legs together. You can pick your knees up if you like. I'm going to scoot all the way back around. Bring yourself down to the bottom of your mat, bum towards your heels. As you breathe in, reach your hands up. As you breathe out, make sure you have space and roll down slowly. Or you can hold onto your legs and take a soft roll down. whatever is best for you right now. When you get onto your back, bring your feet a little bit wider than hips distance and then just rock the legs side to side. A bit like windscreen wipers. And then the next time, your legs, your knees, move over towards the right. Let them stay there. I'm going to give you the bonus option to flex the right foot and hook it to the outside of the left knee. Your head can turn in the opposite direction to your knees. And we can stay here for a few breaths. One more inhale. As you breathe out, unhook, roll through center, move to the other side, and then hook your left foot to the outside of your right knee if that feels spacious. Opening, energy, heat. Try to view all of these things really spaciously without trying to hold on or pick them apart. Take one more big breath in. Unhook the legs, roll yourself to center. Realign your spine, and then draw both knees in, squeeze them in towards your chest, and rock yourself side to side. If there are any little movements you would like to get out of the way, now is the time to do it. If you would like to put on extra clothes, get any props. You're going to take a couple of minutes to steep in Shavasana. And you can straighten out your legs, straighten out your arms, take up as much space as you can. If you would prefer, you can bend your legs and rest the knees into each other. Or you can take a seat or any other comfortable position. Double check your hips, shoulder blades, and the back of your head are all comfortable. Tuck your chin a little to lengthen the back of your neck. And then become aware of the earth beneath you. Know that you have an entire planet holding you up. You can completely relax and allow every grain of energy to fall away. Your mind can become spacious, allowing the thoughts to be there but distant. Allowing yourself to just be, absorbing your practice for the next few moments. If you have time to stay longer, please do. And when you rise, remember to move gently.